All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are not talking about fixing the ADHD brain. Not at all. We're talking about giving a high-performance engine the co-pilot it's always deserved. Think of it this way. We're reframing AI as this incredibly powerful, adaptive tool that's designed to work with your unique operating system, not against it.
And this just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? That feeling of knowing exactly what you need to do, but you just can't start. It's not about being lazy. It's not a lack of willpower. It's a wiring thing. It's a physiological challenge. The signal just isn't quite reaching the engine.
So, right up front, let's get one thing straight. For this entire explainer, we have a very strict no-fix policy. AI, in this context, is what we call adaptive technology. You know, it's like glasses for your eyes or a GPS for your car. It's a tool that works with your incredible natural abilities and just helps you navigate the world a little more effectively.
Okay, first things first. Let's tackle that disconnected starter motor head-on. We're diving into task paralysis, that overwhelming, stuck-in-the-mud feeling you get before you've even started. If you've got ADHD, you probably know this feeling intimately. You look at a task, something like cleaning a messy room, and your brain doesn't see a few simple steps. No, it sees one giant impossible obstacle, the wall of awful. It's so big and intimidating that it can actually trigger a fight or flight response, and the result is, well, you just freeze.
So how do we use AI to shrink that wall down to size? We get ridiculously specific. Forget asking something huge like, how do I clean my garage? Instead, you give the AI this very precise prompt. By asking for just the first 3 physical movements, you're actually bypassing your brain's alarm system. The task stops being clean the garage and becomes pick up the empty box, walk to the bin, put the box in. And that's it. Just like that, you've jump-started the engine.
Okay, the engine's running, we're moving. What's the next hurdle? Well, now we have to clear the visual noise. For so many of us, our physical environment can feel like just overwhelming static. And this is such a core challenge, right? For a lot of people with ADHD. When you look at a cluttered desk, your brain doesn't automatically sort and prioritize. It just sees 100 different items all screaming for attention with the same volume. And when everything's a priority, nothing is. It's just noise. And this is where things get really cool. You can use an AI with vision. You literally take a photo of that messy desk. To your brain, it looks like a wall of static. But to the AI, it's just data that it can sort. It can look at that photo and instantly tell you, okay, that's a pile of trash, this is a stack of mail, and these are your tools. It pulls the signal right out of the noise and gives you instant clarity.
So what you're really doing here, and this is the key, is you're using the AI as an external frontal lobe. You're letting it do the heavy lifting, all those executive functions of sorting, filtering, and prioritizing that can sometimes feel so draining. It does the hard part, and you're freed up to just act on the clear info it gives you.
Okay, we've talked about practical tasks, but let's switch gears and talk about the emotional side of things. Because honestly, the weight of shame and that fear of being judged, it's a real burden.
I mean, how many times have you been here? Your working memory just glitches for a second. The information is gone, and you have to ask someone to repeat themselves. And right as you ask, this wave of anxiety hits you, worrying about how they're going to react.
This, right here, is the absolute game changer. Your AI co-pilot has infinite patience. It doesn't have feelings to hurt, it doesn't get annoyed, it doesn't have a busy schedule you're interrupting. There is zero judgment, ever. It just exists to give you the information you need. What this does is it creates a zero-shame environment. Can you just imagine the freedom in that? Being able to ask, wait, what was step 2 again? 10, 20 times, however many times you need until it sticks, without a single ounce of social friction or fear. It just removes this huge layer of stress from the simple act of trying to get something done. All right, let's pull all of these threads together, because the ultimate goal here isn't just about coping or getting by. It's about strategically managing your energy so that you can thrive, so you can dominate in the areas where your brain truly shines. Because let's be crystal clear, the ADHD brain is so often a powerhouse of creativity, innovation, and big-picture thinking. It's brilliant at connecting ideas that no one else sees and jumping right to that final vision, that visionary step 10. The struggle, usually, is in all the boring sequential steps in the middle, steps 2 through 9.
And this is the power of the handoff. Just think about all the mental energy you burn on those tedious middle steps, scheduling appointments, sorting emails, figuring out the right sequence of tasks. Now, What if you could just outsource all of that to your AI copilot? Look at how much energy that frees up. All of that precious brain power can now be pointed directly at what you do best, the vision.
And that's what this all boils down to. This is not about AI replacing the human. It's about AI acting as a shield, protecting your most valuable assets, your creativity, your unique insights, your ability to hyper-focus on what you love, from getting drained by all the boring administrative stuff of life.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. That big project, that incredible idea, that business you've always wanted to start, what becomes possible when you're not spending all your fuel just assembling the parts? What could you truly build if you could dedicate all of your best energy to the visionary work you were always meant to do?